Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Tuesday, April the 30th of 2024. And so today is, I'm cleaning my kitchen today. There's not really a lot to do. We had a showing Sunday afternoon, so there's like really nothing in my clean today. If you can see out the window, we've got some snow. So it was raining and it's kind of snowing now. So my dog's been in and out a few times. So I've got some little bit of paw prints on my floor, which I decided not to clean right now. I'm gonna mop my floor later tonight. I find it a pain when the weather hits like this. I just don't always feel like mopping every time she runs back in. I'd rather just mop one time at the end of the day. But like I said, there's not really much here in my kitchen to clean. Like I said, we just had the showing on Sunday, so there's like nothing here. I've got a few dishes because I cleaned out my fridge. So there's a couple dishes soaking that needs to get put away. My husband made cabbage rolls last night, so he spilt on the counter and didn't fully clean that up. So that's about all I have to do in my kitchen. So it's like nothing to clean. I did do a really good deep cleaning of my oven the other day. I did spray it more and do a bigger clean. I didn't film myself doing it, but if I move out these racks, you can just see that some of this will not come off. So some of it's coming off now, but it's going to need another little bit of cleaning. I'm not too worried about this. Whatever this is, it does not scrape off. But I got all the other apple crumble that was all over there burnt on the bottom and on the racks all cleaned out. I just washed out my microwave Sunday morning, so it's fine. It doesn't need to be done. I will just wipe off the outside of these because fingerprints, all the time, and just give my counters another good cleaning. My door here at certain angles, I didn't even notice it was dirty. And then this morning I walked by and the sun hit it, the light hit it at a funny angle. And so there is fingerprints on this door, which I don't know if they were there. I don't know when they appeared. And same with the outside of my fridge. It's pretty clean. I did clean it Saturday night, but I will have to clean the inside of my fridge. So I'm going to take everything out and clean and just reorganize the fridge. It just needs a good cleaning. And so I've got some other leftover food in there that needs to get taken out. Also, I will say this, when I wash the outside of my fridge, sometimes I miss this side panel here. Yes, I missed the side panels while I was doing a quick clean the other night. When you're cleaning at midnight, you're not thinking, you're just looking at what you visibly see. So somehow I missed this door and the inside of these, but I did pull these drawers out and wipe this off. So I will have to clean out my fridge in a little bit. So I got the counter needs to be done, and I got a few dishes to do, and I got to clean out my fridge. So I'm just gonna get my tripod set up, and I'm gonna start with the fridge. So I'm going to start with my fridge. I'm going to start with the freezer. I don't think there's anything in the freezer that really needs to be cleaned. It just needs to be kind of more organized. Just on me. I don't know, it just didn't want to slide. Okay, I'm just looking here, this is like organized. Bottom is fixed. Here is fine. Like I said, there's like nothing really in my freezer. It's just I was buying these mixed salads, never got eaten. I don't like wasting food, but it happens occasionally. I have a bunch of these wiener wraps or these other croissant wraps here, things. Had them for a while. When I got them, they weren't quite at their expiry date. They're still okay for a few more weeks. I guess like 2 more weeks or whatever. But I gotta use those up. Just looking at the date on here. Yeah, they're still good. Oh, April. Oh shoot, no, that's April. Okay, I'm just reading it wrong. That's April. So we're at the end of April. They're still okay. So that's why I'm going to be making all those wiener and bacon wrap things this week. Okay, so this one, everything in the drawer or the shelves, like in the doors, are fine. I don't want to take all that stuff out. Let's start with this. This is leftover things that have to get taken out. Now it's empty. This is the pork burgers I took out to make later. So these can stay in there. Just have a few things here and there that just need to get moved. That is fine. This was the rice I made for supper Sunday. And the cabbage rolls my husband made last night. There's just a few of these left. I think I might move these into a smaller container, just because take up less room. Butter, pet food. This are the lamb chops I'm going to cook tonight. They can just stay in here. But it's this other stuff that's kind of got to get moved around. I'm just going to put the cabbage rolls back in here. This shelf here is my daughter's. Not going to touch this stuff. This is her treats that she bought from, was it Cinezo? So that's her little stuff, but it's these top shelves. I gotta kind of figure out what's here. I've got things that are just tipping over. Just gonna see if I can move things around. This is something new. My husband bought me one of these. This is the International Light Cold Foam. And this was the caramel macchiato. It's really good. It costs more than these, but I like to mix this and this in my coffee. Then I really feel like I've got, Starbucks at home. Actually, I'm gonna say there's not really much in the fridge needs to get taken out or moved around. Just sour cream, yogurt, and this is more yogurt. Sour cream and yogurt down on this shelf here. Some of this stuff will be gone by the end of today. There won't be any of that in the way. So I'm just going to put these down. Just some cream, that. There. I guess my fridge is organized. I'm going to put my water back in here. Those I'm going to pour in my other container. I just don't feel like throwing out my other container at the moment. So I guess in my fridge, all that I have that's like needs to get taken out is I've got some of these little buns in this container, and I got a few little buns in this container, and 3 bags of this salad mix. I'm gonna check and see these. Yeah, this is just no good. But this has the little salad dressing and toppings. I'm gonna take those out. How's this salad looking? That one looks okay. This one look? Yeah, that one is like definitely not okay. So I'm just gonna deal with this stuff, and then I'm just gonna come back and I'll do the dishes and wash off my counter, and I guess my kitchen will be done, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so I've got my containers from the fridge soaking. These are the little bags from the salad mixes. I just kind of rinse them off. I'm just trying. Make sure I get all the lettuce and stuff off. That bag that looked okay was the bag that smelled the worst. I forget when we bought these packed lettuce or packed salad mixes, they got left in the brown fridge, and then they kind of, forgotten in the brown fridge, and then they made their way to this fridge, and I guess I haven't, neither me or my daughter have made salad for a while, so, but these are still good little mixes. This one's got whatever type of sauce, salad dressing or vinaigrette, and little candied pecans, and I think it also has bacon bits in this one. And these ones have the little, it's like a spicy Thai sauce and sesame seeds and little bits of candied nuts. So those are still good. I'll just put these back in my fridge. Hi, baby kitty. Scared me. Baby. So now I'm just gonna wipe off my counters. Just gotta go grab a new cloth because my cat just knocked it on the floor, and my other cat is down there. I don't know why they're suddenly here. I don't know. Okay, so I'll just be back in just a few moments. Right, so I've got this cloth here. It's just got some hot soapy water, and I'm just scrubbing where there is the tomato sauce spilt here from the cabbage rolls last night. And then I've got some of the salad bits from when I was cleaning the fridge just now. Good wipe with this warm soapy water. I don't know why both my cats are here and so is my dog. They're just suddenly all right here beside me while I'm trying to clean. And I don't know why they all just want to be right here right now. I'll wipe up because there's some more stuff spilt here. Something got spilt and it went under the little trivet tray I have sitting here. Oops. Off the stove top. Wipe off my other counters quickly with this warm soapy cloth. Now I'm going to just clean my counters. I use the Zep commercial marble, granite, and quartz cleaner. I don't like the sound that this makes. And if it wasn't a cleaner, I would directly spray the cats just to get them out of my way. And I've got this microfiber cloth that kind of has that like a rubber texture to it. I'm just going to polish my countertops. This, I'm actually going to clean the bottom of this only because there's something sticky here that spilt and went under this tray. And this tray is actually granite, and I got it from Dollarama for like $5. And then my little utensil holder here is marble. I'm just going to wipe it off. Although I know it was just wiped off just Saturday evening, so it should be fairly clean. Same with my paper towel holder here. They were just wiped off the other day, so I know they're clean. I'm just going to get this little quick off because I can see where I sprayed and I got a little bit of cleaner on the stove. And I've got water on the stove too. I'm just gonna do this little counter. I'm not doing a major deep clean. I'm just not moving everything out of my way. I'm just doing the surface part where things actually touch. And same with the little counter behind here where my spice racks is. I'm just gonna give it a quick little shine. That. And then I'm gonna quickly do these dishes. Drain that. Just a couple of dishes here. They've been soaking for a few minutes. Some of these have been soaking a little longer. My little milk frother. So just kind of on, you just splash water everywhere. Just kind of turn it on and just let it do that. And just put this back in the drawer. And with that milk frother, I sprayed water all over this. Sometimes I let these just dry naturally, but right now I think I'm just going to actually dry these by hand. I only have 4 glass bowls, pans, whatever, and a couple lids. So I can just quickly dry these off, and then I can get these back in the drawer a lot faster. dishes are done. I'm just going to use this tea towel to kind of dry out the sink a bit. This little bit of salads and little bits of whatever was here in the whatever was in my containers. I'm just gonna put this out to the compost and shake this out. There. Oops. Trying to get this done and just stuff is sticking everywhere. I'm just gonna set those over there. And this is full, this bottle. I don't know. I did drop it a few times, so I'm wondering if I kind of broke the trigger. The other setting, I don't spray. Even the spray settings is not really working. It's really funny because when I'm not filming, I have no trouble with this bottle, but when I'm filming, it just doesn't want to spray. I don't know why. This off and just kind of wipe out both sides of the sink a little bit better. These are all now dirty cloths, so I'm just gonna go put them in my laundry room and get rid of that other bit of the stuff that was in the little strainer here. Just gonna throw that out in the compost and I'll be right back. So my kitchen is all done. My counters are done. Just the floor is left to do. I've got some cleaning rags. I gotta start a load of laundry very soon. But I have one other thing I gotta clean today, and take off my sweater. So Sunday we had a showing, so we had to pack up the animals. So my cats both got car sick. So that was late Sunday when we got home, and just didn't feel like dealing with the pet carriers and everything on Sunday. Yesterday I got busy. We had to wait for a realtor to come. Other stuff happened. I had Bible study last night. So now I gotta do the cat carriers. Open this up. First thing, well, this one has the door where the two hinge things, so I can take the door completely off. This one's the style, so I can only undo the door one way unless I wanted to. I mean, I could if I really wanted to try to take it apart, but my husband has this one. So he got it reinforced with zip ties, and he also just put some, you can see it's eBay tape around just to kind of hold them a little bit more secure. So first thing I'm going to do is just take out my cat's beds. I'm going to take out their toys. I think the toys are fine. Just going to put the toys there. But just throw the little balls in the sink and just have them soak. But you can see that they threw up on their bed. So I'm just gonna go and throw these in the wash. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so I'm in the laundry room. I'm gonna throw these in the washer. This one just has a lot of the pet hair because this is their beds where they sleep. And this one actually has some chunks of stuff. So I'm just gonna shake it out here in my laundry room sink. There. The first thing I'm going to do is I've got the pet brush. And so this is what I do for their beds. Just going to move my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So this one, I mean, it's easier to see on this one because it's white, although it looks gray. So I just have, you know, the pet brush, and I'm just brushing the brush, or just brushing the and it pulls up. I mean, like, you don't think there's a lot of hair until you go to clean it out, like this. I like to go in all directions. And just the amount of pet hair that you can pull out of their beds just by brushing it. And then of course this one's got the boar bristle, but then it has the metal ones. And I find the metal ones can really get into the corners a lot better. I even find just kind of doing like in a circle and just kind of going like this, you can kind of lift it up and then just kind of pick at it and get more of the hair out. And it is time consuming doing this, but it is definitely worth it, you know, like when you see the end result after you clean. I mean, look at that. I haven't been doing it for that many minutes and I've already got this much pet hair out. And it's not even counting the pet hair that I pulled out and got reattached to the other bed, or even this one. The pet hair just seems to be attracted to itself. So I'm just going to do this to both the pet beds. Just if I can get a lot of this, more of this pet hair out. So I'm just going to continue doing this to these pet beds. So I will be back in just a few minutes. All right, so I finished doing both of these. I also have this other little tool here, which is for getting tangles out of pets. Now this is the small one for small dogs. I like it because I can use it on my cats because he always gets mats, and you know, like by his tail and then behind his ears, and he'll actually let me brush them. So, but this is the amount of fur I've gotten off of both of these so far. I mean, I did get a little more than this, but I just think it's funny. When I'm brushing their stuff, when I'm brushing like their beds or even them, and I'm getting this type of stuff, I don't know if anybody else finds this, but my cats will go and they will eat their own fur, or my dog, you know, she'll come and grab this. So there is chunks of this heading that way. That's what my cat, he was just here and he just grabbed a big chunk of this and took off with it. So I gotta go chase him down. Let's see, I'm not sure where he ran to. But I think I've got all the fur I'm going to be able to brush off of these using these little tools here. So now I'm just going to just put these in my washer. So I'm just gonna, and then I always find, because they wash each other, I like to put the backs together. So then this can get washed, you know, more water on these. I really don't know if it really makes that much of a difference. I'm just going to put this in there. One second. Yes, I was able to get another chunk of the fur away from my animals. So now I've got them in here. Oops. And I'm just going to put it on. Let's see. I'm going to do the sanitary. And then I'm going to change these. So my wash temperature, spin seat, soil level normal. Okay. Let's see, my spin, I do need a medium. Okay, soil level, I'm going to put it on a light just because it's not, you know, it's just the pet stuff. They're not really like dirty. It's just the pets' beds. I don't know how long this cycle is gonna be, so I'm just gonna add some soap here. And just press start, and I'm just gonna let it do its cycle thing, and I'm just gonna see how long it thinks it's gonna take to wash. Right now it's doing its load sensing. So I'm just curious as how long this wash is gonna be. It should tell me in a few seconds. Sometimes it does this faster. The more stuff that's in the machine, the faster it has the readout. The less stuff, or the lighter the load, the longer it takes to give me an estimated time. So I'm just going to let it do this. I'm just going to get rid of the pet brushes and oh, look at that. It says it's going to take, I don't know, backwards in my camera, I know, an hour and a half to wash. That is fine. I just really want to get these pet beds a really good clean. They haven't been cleaned like this for a while. I usually put them on like a speed wash of about 25 or so minutes, or even sometimes the small load. So I just kind of use these ones, but I figure they both got sick in their carriers. I really want to give them a good deep clean. So I try this other sanitary load. I don't do a lot of these extra heavy duty loads. I don't really do a lot of extra hot stuff. I don't play around with this stuff, but once in a while you have the items that you just kind of need to do that. So I guess I'm just going to clean up the brushes and the pet hair, and I will be back to clean out the inside of their carriers. Right, now to clean the carriers, I'm just going to spray them with this Oxy Orange, and I'm just going to let them sit for a good half hour just to really soak in. I'm going to put this on a stream setting so that way I can get right into where the little cracks are, the crevices, whatever. Right into here. These have not been deep cleaned for a while. Not like this, but I just figure the cats got, sick in the carriers, and that means they were sitting in here, and this was Sunday afternoon. It's now like Tuesday afternoon, so they've been just sitting here, and I don't remember the last time I've done like a really good deep clean. I mean, I know last time we had them in the car 2 weeks ago when they were sick, I did wipe these out. But I don't know how long it's been since they've been like a really, really majorly deep clean. So it's sprayed well. Okay, so I'm just going to let this soak in here for about half an hour. I'm just going to spray the doors as well. Just going to put this door back on. So I will be back in about half an hour to wipe these out. And in the meantime, I'm just going to take their toys and I'm just going to put them in a little container of warm soapy water and just soak them. Just because I know I keep their toys in the crates with them, so excuse me, so I know they need to be washed. So I'll be back in about half an hour. So the carriers have been sitting for a little while. I brought them into my craft room just because I just didn't want my cats to be too upset seeing them. I don't really like the carriers. So I'm going to take this door off, and I just have a clean cloth, and I'm just going to wipe inside of the carriers. can say the carriers are now going to be nice and clean and sanitized. That corner there, so this one is cleaned out. Clean this one out. This one's a little bit harder because I can't take this door off. Go. It's hard to reach when I can't take the door off of this one. I mean, I could, but then it's a pain to put back on. Just gonna wipe this out. So now I can say that this carrier is all cleaned out. There's a little bit of something right there. There's a little bit of something just in that back little corner. I think I got it all cleaned out, but that looks so much better compared to the way it was looking. I'm just gonna put this upside down, just reach in this corner, a little bit easier. No, I didn't. Okay. There, now I got that stuff. There we go. That is done. This one's done. I'm gonna make sure I got that back corner. Try to roll this one upside down as well. It just made it so much easier to reach that back corner when I did that to the other ones. Let's see. Yeah, that made it so much easier to reach into the back corner. There, I can now say that the pet carriers have been thoroughly sanitized and cleaned out. So now I'm just gonna put them back in the garage on the shelf. Oops. Just a little bit of stuff stuck right here where the door shuts. There we go. Now I got it. There. So that one is done. This one is done. I'm just gonna close up the doors. Put this in the garage, and I will be back as soon as the washer has stopped. It should be almost. Actually, I think it did stop. I kind of got distracted with some other things, and I didn't quite get back to this as soon as possible. So these have had longer than half an hour sitting here, so I believe my washer is already stopped. I don't hear it now. So I'll be back just putting their beds in the dryer. Right, so I'm in my laundry room. So these are the pet toys. I have them soaking in this little container here. So that's just all the little balls and then the little mice. So I'm just gonna give all these little, just a quick squeeze, and the pet hair is just coming off of these. They're gonna look brand new. See, all the pet hair is just, I'm just gonna stick it to the faucet just so it's not well stopped. I can get it off of my finger. Okay. Now, these little toys here were just from the dollar store. There is no instructions on how to wash these, and they're a couple of years old. They have been in the dryer at least once, so I'm not worried about, if I put them in my dryer or not. And the little plastic ones, I'm not putting in my dryer. I'm just gonna let those just air dry. But it's the little mouse ones, I'm just going to throw them in the dryer with their beds. But I just kind of squeezing it in my hand, and look at that. Look at all the fur that's coming off of these little toys. So they're gonna be, you know, clean. I'm just gonna throw these in the dryer. And I'm just gonna grab the pet bed. So here's this white one. Just came out of the washer, so I gotta put it in the dryer, but you know, it does look a lot whiter, and then all this pet hair is still stuck here. I can't get that out till it comes out of the dryer now. Unless I really wanted to sit here and pick this all off, which I do not want to do that. So I'm just going to put the pet bed. Oh, just about banged my camera with. Okay. This pet bed is in there. Now, I usually do use dryer balls versus dryer sheets. But for this being the pet bed, I'm going to use the Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. So it's 3 times. These extra big mega sheets. Like that. And I'm not a big fan of dryer sheets, but occasionally for a few things I will. So I'm going to put the dryer sheet in with the bedding, or with their beds, make sure my lint is clean. And I'm just going to put this on a bedding. And I will be back when it's dry and show you what everything looks like. Actually, I just want to show this quickly. I just rinsed out the little balls in here. Really is to get all the water out. I'm just going to let these sit in here to kind of air dry. But I was just rinsing out the sink, and I love to use these little stainless steel little catch things for the. And there is the pile of pet hair that came off of the toys. So I will just deal with that in a few minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to say, yes, so my little strainer thing here is so full of pet hair from the toys. I'm just going to give these another quick rinse. I'm going to let these just air dry. But just how dirty this water is. Just that. These don't really get played with. My cats don't really chase the toys, but they like them. But these don't get washed as often as I think they should. So a good rinse now. So now these are all clean. So I will be back when the bedding is out of the dryer. Right, so my dryer just stopped. So I'm going to pull out the beds. They are clean. With this dryer sheet, I do like to just wipe down the bed as I pull them out. It kind of lets me catch some more of the pet hair. Same with the back side too. If I can kind of just get some of the clumps of pet hair off. Got more pet hair off of that one. Now this is the one that's always, you know, I can't get this one white, you know, black cats. I mean, if I really wanted to spend the time, I could take the time and pick each little piece of this stuff off. I can do it. I've done it before. It takes, you know, if I just sit there and watch TV and just do this, but I don't see any point to it. Instead, I just get this to come off my finger. Just taking the dryer sheet and just kind of doing this, I can get more of it off a lot easier. And of course, inside with this white one, it does help, and they are clean. I'm gonna say, if you have dark pets, don't buy white white pet beds go with the darker. Excuse me. It is a combination of the scent of the dryer sheets and all the pet hair. I don't do a lot of scented stuff, so that is as clean as I can get this white one, but I'll put these where they go. 3, 4, and then there's their little mice are all clean, and the little birds are all clean, and the little jingly bells still do that. These ones we've had these ones for so many years. These little blue mice. I don't know if they still smell like catnip, but I do buy catnip spray, and I do buy the little bag of the loose catnip, and so I do sprinkle that stuff on these, or spray these with the catnip stuff. So I'm just going to go put their beds back where they go, and I think they'll finally be happy to have their beds back. And these balls too, they're pretty much dry now. They were just sitting here. So I'm just gonna go and give them back their beds and their toys. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.